This is Ted Keir. I'm very active with SRAC, and I would like to make a few comments about these wonderful displays that we have here by the fourth graders from Lincoln Street School in Waverly. We had these students down here for programs, and they were a wonderful, cooperative, well-behaved young group of students. And I said, we didn't realize at the time that they were going to work on Native American displays, things that they felt was important to our Native Americans. So as I walk down through here, I would like to point out a few of them. This one, they made it as a replica of Iroquois canoes, and they followed directions. And down here we see a number of longhouses. Now these longhouses, they use mostly bark, and in some cases I've noticed they use white birch bark. We had a few totem poles that were outstanding. They did their own artwork to make the totem poles. And here's another longhouse that shows a thatch type roof where they have pulled weeds, leaves, and things like this. We see some of these, they have make-believe fires in them where there would be coals and burning and to keep themselves warm, and especially in the wintertime. As we move along, this totem pole here is a wonderful example. They use bark and they use berries and other things for the stains, for the paint on the totem pole. But I think this used a lot of imagination, and it's excellent. And here is a cover here where white birch bark was used in order to cover things up well. This is drawing a lot of attention because we have real furs and we have turkey feathers. And a lot of people are enjoying this because it represents wildlife. And of course, animals and furs were so important to our Native Americans. And feathers, they're different headdresses. And turkeys especially were very, very important to them. Turkeys, like deer, they used every part of the turkeys for food and decorations and clothing and things like that. Down here we have some masks, and I was intrigued when I first saw these because they actually did look like New York State's Iroquois masks that were so famous. And these kids have made these, and I think they add a lot to their display. And here they have made miniatures of miniature people and different parts and put them in the longhouse. And it's just intriguing that the ideas that came to their mind after studying or listening or learning about Native Americans and how they lived. And here we have a bear in front of this one. We have holes in the bark roof. And if I raised this up, I would look down, and there's 3 fires that replicates of fires that show fires so that the holes are exactly over the fires. And another totem pole here with paper feathers and all. Another longhouse here and animals and a miniature canoe. And we see an Indian here, a miniature Indian here with a white-tailed deer on its back, like the Indian is bringing it back to the longhouse, and they're going to butcher it and use it. You can just imagine the things they have been reading about these. And over here we have another totem pole, and some of these are made of wood, some are made of clay, so they're made of different things, entirely whatever they wanted to use. And down here we have a large one that shows a trail, a path lined with stones. And here's a little canoe that they have made here by the water, the blue water. And in this longhouse, we see they have used sticks and bark again to make this good, nice exhibit. So I really thank these students and from the 4th grade from Lincoln Street School because I think they've done a wonderful job.